Joining us now to break down some e-bike safety regulations is CBS News law enforcement contributor Richard Esposito. Thank you so much for being with us. And as we await the futures of these bills, Richard, concerns continue to grow over the rise of illegal high-speed e-bikes and e-scooters. But not all of the e-bikes and e-scooters that are dangerous are illegal. So what does constitute an illegal e-bike?
Doug, that's one of the many good questions that everyone is starting to ask. And for enforcement, it's very confusing. Our city used to be a great place to walk, right? Now, being a pedestrian is a danger-filled experience. There's reckless riding in anonymity. So how do you enforce it? The mayor took away some of the police ability to enforce with a very unclear policy. There's no practicality to it. And I think that he may say some different things today. The city council has proposed some very good ideas. DoorDash, the hundreds of thousands of meals we get delivered at home, they need some accountability at that level. And I think that's something we can now do without blaming the delivery man, hold the company responsible. And then there's the rest of us with our, micro-mobility, which we in our city seems to think riding on a sidewalk's okay, running a red light's okay. That enforcement needs to happen now.
Well, so speaking of enforcement, we asked some of these questions when the e-bike speed limit was announced, for example, and it occurred to us that until every e-bike has a license plate and registration, is there anything that NYPD officers can actually do on the ground who are enforcing these traffic laws beyond needing to be in the right place at the right time if one speeds by or blows by through a red light?
I mean, they're going to have to do some of that. That's an enormous use of resources, as you know. No license plate, no registration, no identification in the hands of a driver. They're not required to have a license to ride an e-bike. Big challenge for law enforcement. But the reckless riding, if you see delivery workers, they wear helmets, they have lights on, and there's a lot more reckless riding in many places by commuters on the sidewalk, on e-scooters, in the bike lanes. The average bike goes about 12 miles an hour. So that's pretty manageable. That's how people pedal. E-bikes are going 20 and 25 miles an hour. That's faster than the speed of most traffic in New York City. And now you're in a bike lane. Why? Why are you in a bike lane with a motorized vehicle? And that's one of the unresolved questions.
It's a fascinating point. This is almost like an entirely new mode of transportation that we're trying to lump in with an old one, but the speeds are very different. You mentioned delivery drivers, oftentimes wearing helmets, oftentimes with lights on their bikes. They are sometimes, just anecdotally as a New Yorker, sometimes the ones who whiz by you and you realize you were a foot away from getting crushed. But will these bills, if they are passed, more impact the companies or the drivers themselves?
I think, look, I looked over the 17-odd proposals, and the ones that seem the smartest are the ones that focus on corporate responsibility. The ones that seem the smartest on the driver level are ones that the mayor proposed earlier, more training, but we haven't done it yet. He's proposed it. He's proposed a task force in DOT 2 years from now. 2 years from now is too late. For the driver training, what you described is in my neighborhood something that people jump on the sidewalk because an e-bike is running to somebody's door to get them a pizza in like 5 minutes. I feel for the driver, the guy on the bike, because he's trying to get as much done and he's being clocked for his time. But we have to change that because what you described is a terrifying experience for parents with children walking on the sidewalk. And suddenly, not just one e-bike, you're going to see 4 or 5 scooters come by at 7 o'clock in the evening when everyone wants dinner.
It's fascinating stuff. CBS News law enforcement contributor Rich Esposito, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Scott.